Yaşlarda nefesim Avvalo assalomu alaykum. Hurmatli nomzodlar, xush kelibsizlar. Demak, Toshkent davlat yuridik universiteti huzuridagi mamlakat M.S.Vosiqova akademik direktorining tegishli buyrug'i bilan maxsus komissiya tarkibi tasdiqlangan. Ushbu komissiya tarkibi bilan tanishtirib o'taman sizlarni. Pirnazar Abdurashid Abdulxayevich, akademik ijrochi direktori, komissiya raisi. Mamadiyev Abror Abdurahmon o'g'li, Toshkent davlat yuridik universiteti uzluksiz ta'lim va tadbirlarni muvofiqlashtirish boshqarmasi mas'ul xodimi, komissiya a'zosi. Mingbayeva Shahlo Ubaydullayevna, direktorning qo'shiqlari bo'yicha o'rinbosari, komissiya a'zosi. Akbar Aliyev To'lqin Akbarali o'g'li, direktorning yosh nashrlar bo'yicha o'rinbosari, komissiya a'zosi. Ismoilov Ulug'bek Ne'matullayevich, yuridik konsul, komissiya a'zosi. Muhiddin Nodir Hikmatullayevich, kadrlar bo'limi boshlig'i, komissiya kotibi. Demak, tanlov bo'yicha ingliz tili fani o'qituvchilariga 2 nafar bola parvarish ta'tilidagi xodim o'rniga ishga olish bo'yicha vakant e'lon qilingan. Tanlov davomida jami 54 nafar nomzod hujjat topshirgan bo'lib, shundan birinchi bosqich nomzodlar hujjat o'rganilgan. 44 nafar nomzod hujjatlari malaka talablariga mos kelmaganligi sababli rad etilgan. Ingliz tili o'qituvchi nomzodlardan 2 nafar test bosqich ishtirok etib, yetarlicha ball to'play olmagan. Suhbat bosqichi tanlovning test bosqichidan muvaffaqiyatli o'tgan Pardayeva Diyora Manon qizi, Yusupova Mahmuda Ahmadjon qizi, Hojiboyeva Sadullo Shukurullo o'g'lilar test bosqichini muvaffaqiyatli o'tib, 3-bosqich, ya'ni suhbat bosqichiga yetib keldilar. Avvalo sizlar tabriklaymiz ushbu bosqichga yetib kelganingizda. Demak, tanlovning 3-bosqichi suhbat bosqichini o'tkazish tartibi bilan sizlarni tanishtirib o'taman. Nomzodlar navbatma-navbat savolni tanlash uchun chaqiriladi. Kotib oldiga nomzod tizim orqali 3 ta savolni tasodifiy, ya'ni avtomatik generatsiya yo'li bilan tanlaydi. Tanlangan savollar ishchi organ tomonidan chop etiladi. Savollarni qayta tanlashga, o'zgartirishga yo'l qo'yilmaydi. Savollarga javob berishga tayyorlanish uchun birinchi nomzodga 10 daqiqa vaqt ajratiladi. Birinchi nomzod savollarga javob berishni boshlashdan avval navbatdagi nomzod savollarni tanlaydi va keyingi nomzodlarning savollarini tanlashi bu tartibda amalga oshiriladi. Tushunarlimi jarayon? Komissiya a'zolariga qandaydir savol, taklif, fikrlar bormi? Sog'liqlar hammasi joyidami? Kayfiyatlar yaxshimi? Hammalarga omad tilaymiz. Marhamat, boshlash mumkin. Marhamat, xalifaniga ketma-ketlikda Abdullah, Abdullah.
Super. Okay, the first question, what is the color of your home? While refurbishing our house, we chose the colors together with my husband. We chose some bright colors for our house. We decided that the bright colors are important to improve our mood and feel like energized. So the color of one room is in light gray color, and the others are of different shades of beige color. Yeah, we try to use different shades of light colors in our house, just for the reasons I have mentioned above.
What colors are
they? They are beige, the light shade of beige, and gray.
Mixed ones, yeah?
Yeah.
So what did you consider there in terms of just choosing this kind of color?
So can you repeat the question, please?
What did you consider in type of the any kind of bedroom or dining room?
Okay. So
for example, if they are daughters, so you can choose their pink color. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, to be honest, unfortunately, we don't have a room of our daughter. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment now. So we consider it just the latest trends, first of all, what colors are in trend, and our desires. What color do we like? We chose it
according to your desires. Yeah?
Desires, yeah.
Do you have any questions? Nico, what methodologies for teaching English do you think are effective?
So I consider the communicative teaching approaches are more effective these days rather than grammar translation methods that focuses on just translating the texts or learning the new words. So the students should be in the main role in the classroom. I mean, the speaking time of students should be unlimited, while the speaking time of teachers should be limited. We as a teacher should let students speak more during the lessons.
Do you know name method?
Of course, I do.
For example,
Communicative teaching approach.
let's say approach.
Communicative teaching method. It was like that. There are a number of methods. The oldest ones like grammar translation, audiolingual methods, direct methods, and the latest or the ones in use now are this focuses on communication of students.
That is CLT. Can you tell me the acronym of that?
Language teaching, communicative language teaching. Yeah, I just
Communicative language teaching. Second question.
Emansipatsiya haqida ma'lumot bering. I have no idea about this term. Describe a time that you took medicine. So it just happened yesterday. In the evening, I was feeling really bad. I was like trembling. It turns out I had a high temperature. So then my husband came and brought a pill from the nearest chemist to our house. So I had an intense headache as well. So after taking the pill, I had some tea. After an hour or so, I felt better. And he also prepared the dinner for our family, and I was. It was so kind of him. And also, I felt really happy for the kindness by my husband. And yeah, I was really happy to have such a loving and caring family. The pill was paracetamol, which was which is to relieve the pain.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. So I'd like to ask you, what kind of non-finite forms of the words do you know?
Non-finite words?
Non-finite forms of the word.
Okay, non-finite forms. Can you just...
Actually, you're gonna teach here, yeah?
Yes.
Imagine that you're gonna teach the students non-finite forms of the word.
Infinite forms. Gerund.
Okay. Infinitive, gerund, infinitive.
Base verb. Base verb? No. Infinitive. Past participle. You mean this?
Which one is past participle? There are two participles. Participle 1, participle 2.
Okay.
Which one?
Past simple form, you mean?
Mixing.
Yeah, I just confused it a little bit.
Yeah. So, gerund, infinitive, participle 1, participle 2. Yeah?
Yeah.
Could you tell me the forms of them? For example, infinitive is to verb 1. Yeah?
Yes.
Participle
2
1.
plus base verb.
Okay.
Gerund.
Gerund.
Gerund, we add ing to the
What about
base verb.
participle 1?
Participle 1. Participle. We add ed to the.
No, that is
it was participle 2. Yeah. Participle 1 is the base form of the verb, I guess.
No.
I have to look through a little bit.
So my friend, going home. That is participle. Going. Can you give an example sentence? Put the slide can you
Okay, I saw my brother playing guitar.
Yeah. Can you tell me the non-finite form of the word here?
Playing.
Playing what? What is it?
Playing the guitar.
Participle one or gerund? If you remember, you told me that.
Participle.
Yeah. Can you tell me the difference between gerund and participle one?
Okay, gerund, with the gerund after some certain verbs, like I like swimming. After certain verbs, we use gerund. After some certain verbs, we use the infinitive form. Yes, we can teach them the lists of some verbs
Which can be followed by infinitive
or
and
gerund.
Siz qayerda ishlaysiz? Kelajak tajribangiz bormi?
Ha. Maktabda ham ishlaganman 1 yil va o'quv markazida asosan 2 yil ishlaganman o'quv markazida.
Ularni til bilish sertifikatini olish uchun tayyorlaganmisiz?
Ha.
Necha daraja olganingiz?
0 olgan, multi-level olgan o'quvchilar bor. Keyin IELTSdan ham oxirgi o'sha tayyorlagan 0dan boshlab, o'sha beginnerdan boshlab IELTS 7 oldi 2 o'quvchim, bitta o'quvchim 6,5 olgan. Undan keyin уже faoliyatimni to'xtatib turganman oxirgi 1,5 yil.
Sertifikatisiz bor. Qanaqa daraja?
IELTS 7.
IELTS.
Avgustda olganman. Nega uni?
Good morning, everyone. I am Barday Bajara. So my first question is, how often do you run? So I like sport. I am interested in sport, and that's why I always try to keep my body healthy. That's why I go to the gym 3 times a week, sometimes 2 times a week. And there, I mean, in the gym, there is a special equipment for running. And I firstly run there half hour, and then I can do other activities. Despite from running, I always try to keep balanced diet in order to keep my shape and be healthy. That's why I always try to keep both sport and healthy eating habits as my lifestyle.
Shall I ask a question? Okay. So I'd like to ask you a question in terms of just mixed level students. So imagine that you have mixed level students in one group. How do you manage your class?
Okay, if there are mixed level students in my class, I would prefer just using collaborative learning or peer working. For example, one stronger student can work with weaker student. They can help each other by exchanging ideas, sharing opinions, and also I can give different type of activities for them, like difficult one for stronger or some special activities with guidance for weaker students. And also I can give individual feedback to them in order to make sure all my students are involved and engaged during my class. I can use different kind of methods, approaches according to their level, age.
What about your attitude in terms of just dividing them into groups? I mean, are you going to divide them according to their level or mixed one?
No, I don't prefer dividing them according to their level. I mean, first group stronger one, second one weaker. As I above mentioned, I want to make them work together, like stronger with weaker.
No. I don't mean that. Just any kind of group can be divided into 2 parts. I mean, 2 teachers are going to teach them.
Mhm.
You and your partner. So, are you gonna consider their in terms of their just levels or mixed one.
I got you, mixed one.
Mixed one is
Yes,
better.
because weaker students can learn, can get motivation from stronger students. It's real practical way, I think. If I divide just according to their level, weaker students can still be weaker.
Okay, in that
They
case,
get
you're
motivation, they can be more involved according to stronger one. They want to look up them, just imitate. It really works, I think.
How to learn English easily?
Can you repeat?
How to learn English easily? Easily.
How to learn?
English, yes.
Oh, okay. Nowadays, I think English is becoming one of the most popular language all around the world. That's why everyone wants to learn this language, and we can teach or we can learn English according to just making more communication, not just relying on grammar or vocabulary in order to make students speak and communicate. And also using different kind of educational games can be also helpful. With the help of technology, we can learn English more easily, not just sitting and reading rules, doing exercise. Different kind of educational online games, quizzes can also help learning this language easily, I think.
What about teaching them grammar? So you say we should avoid teaching grammar translation method.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think?
Grammar also plays an important role. Learning any kind of language appropriately. We don't need to avoid, but we need to divide our lesson correctly. For example, some part for grammar, some part, not only full lesson for speaking is not also suitable. I think so. Grammar also plays an important role. Just we need to organize our lesson plan appropriately. Some minutes, at least 10 minutes maybe.
You mean
for-
all methods should be used
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, according to their level, of course, level, age, all things should be considered, not only for speaking. If you don't know that language grammar, how I can say, well, how we can speak correctly just with vocabulary, it is not also suitable. That's why we need to consider everything.
İkinci soru.
Davlat fuqarolik xizmatchilari odob axloqi namunaviy qoidalarga rioya etmaganligi uchun qanday javobgarlik nazarda tutilgan? So, firstly, they will be warned. They get some warnings and explanation according to their mistake, I can say. And if they don't follow,
Siz buni o'zbekcha javob bersiz ama.
birinchi ogohlantirish ishlari olib boriladi. Agar u ham ish bermasa, keyin ma'muriy chora ko'rilib hayfsan beriladi.
Tashkilotlarni kim ko'rib chiqargan bu masalalarni?
Har bitta tashkilotda o'zini mas'ul odami bo'ladi, lekin aynan bu kasb egasini nomi
Qanday choralar ko'rilishi mumkin?
tushuntirish ishlari olib borilishi mumkin birinchi. Agar shunda ham ish bermasa, ma'muriy chora yoki hayfsan. Oxirgi nuqtada manimcha hayfsan.
Qanday choralar hayfsanni farqi bor?
Hozir hayfsan shuning ma'muriy chora.
Keyin savolga o'tamiz.
So, describe a time when you arrived early for an appointment. You should say when and where it happened, why you arrived early, what did you did while waiting, explain how you felt about arriving early, justify your answer. So now I'm going to speak about one important event in my life, and at that moment I was early there. It was this year in June. I went for my master's dissertation defense. I arrived there an hour early, and overall, I am a punctual person. I don't like being late or just keeping someone waiting for me. And additionally, it was one of the most important events in my life. That's why I arrived there earlier. And there, I was a little bit excited, and I wanted to just feel and adopt that atmosphere and prepare all my necessary documents and connect my laptop with projector. Such kind of I did such kind of organization works. And then I prepared my speech because I was the first person who should do presentation defense, I mean. And I was a little bit excited, and I just tried to be confident, and I could manage. I did my presentation as I wanted. They gave me different kind of questions related to my dissertation topic. I also managed to answer them, and the result was also satisfactory as I wanted. And I was happy. I could manage one of the main important success in my life. And then I graduated from the master's degree.
You have information about our lesson.
No, I don't have exact information.
Bugun tajribangiz bormi?
Man 4 yildan beri Uchum sentrda dars berib kelaman. Asosan o'quvchilarni sefr imtihoniga tayyorlaganman. Maktab, litsey o'quvchilarini. Multi-level.
IELTS'gami emasmi?
IELTSga ham tayyorlaganman. IELTSga talab kamroq edi, chunki o'qishga kirish yoshidagi o'quvchilarga sefrga talab ko'p bo'lgani uchun IELTSga ham o'quvchilar tayyorlaganman. Eng yuqori ball 6,5 olgan 10-sinf o'quvchisi. Multi-level sefrda har yili 40-50 tacha o'quvchi B2 olgan ko'pchiligi. Magistraturaga kiradiganlarni ham o'qitganman. Ular ham B1 olishgan. Meditsinaga o'qiydiganlar. Ularga B1 talab. Asosan shu sohada 4 yildan beri ishlab kelaman.
Bizda sertifikatingiz bor, qanday darajada?
IELTSdan 7, multi-leveldan C1, C1 darajam. TESOLni ham onlayn kursida o'qib, bundan ham sertifikat olganman.
Qanday sertifikatingiz?
IELTS 2025-yil fevralda oldim. Hali bor. 2025-yil aprelda C1 oldim. Shu yilda olingan ikkalasi ham.
Yaxshi, rahmat.
O'zbekcha. Nima deb o'ylaysiz? Masalan, shunaqa holat bor, kimlar 7 ga harakat qiladi. Bu yoqda lekin next analysis kerakli bor. Bu yoqda 5,5. Bola 5,5 olgani yaxshimi, 7 olgani yaxshimi yoki C1 olgani yaxshimi, B2 olgani yaxshimi? Endi tasavvur boshqa fanlarni ham hisobga olgan holda. Sizga masalan shunaqa imkoniyat berilgan bo'lsa, ota-ona masalan sizga ishonib topshiryapti. Bu yoqda bizga topshiriladimi? Demak, nima qilishimiz kerak? O'qitib oldirishimiz kerak. IELTS yo TOEFL oldirishimiz kerak. Talab bitta. Demak, uni C1 ga chiqishiga ko'ndirasizmi yoki B2 bo'ldiki, topshirdi boshqa fanning bilan shug'ullandingiz?
Hozirgi paytda agar litseyda olib qarasak, o'qishga kirish uchun B2 ga tayyorlanib, B2 olib, qolgan fanlarni o'qigan yaxshi menimcha. Nima uchun? Chunki ingliz tilida C1 bo'lgani bilan, agar qolgan fanlar yaxshi bo'lmasa, slabiy bo'lsa, baribir promeydada har tarafni hisobga olish kerak. Keyinchalik o'qishga kirgandan keyin bemalol ko'tarilsa bo'ladi, u muammo bo'lmaydi-da. IELTS ham, TOEFL ham shu taraflari.
Marhamat, so'zga ruxsat. E'lonlar tayyormisiz? Yo'q, o'tib mikrofonga yo'q.
Good morning. My name is Sadullah. My surname is Hajibayev, and the reason I'm applying for this teaching position, teaching, is that I have a special interest in teaching young people, whether it's first grade or second grade students. And I'm also interested in teaching students teaching students about the grammar structures and vocabulary in English language, and also helping them become successful in language field. Maybe help them achieve their desired score in the future, 7 point or 7 point plus 7 point in IELTS, or C1 degree in CFR. So to pass this stage of which is called job interview, I have to answer a set of questions, 3 questions. So the first question is asking about the position of adjectives. Adjectives exist in every language that the human beings communicate in. Namely, in English language, also adjectives play a number of significant roles. Although they play a number of roles, they mainly serve as a secondary role in forming a sentence. For example, bravery, loyalty, and honor are significant characteristics of the human beings. In that sentence, we have 3 nouns: bravery, loyalty, and honor. If we were to remove the last suffix from each word, then we will have an adjective: loyal, honor, and brave. And we can also form another set of sentences with each words. For example, he's an honest person, that's why he got this job. He successfully ended up getting this job. And also, because he was loyal to his company, his company decided to keep him and increase his salary. And also in English, we have degrees of adjectives. We have 3 degrees of adjectives, unlike in other languages, which in Uzbek we have 4. But in English we have 3 degrees of adjectives. First one is the simple degree, and the second one is the comparative degree, and the third one is the superlative degree. How we differentiate each one of those degrees is that we, for words that contain more than 1 syllable, we add to form a comparative degree of adjective, we add more. And whereas to form a superlative degree of adjective, we add the article before the adjective and most, and we put the adjective. For adjectives that include only 1 or 2 syllables, we can add the ER at the end of the adjective to form a comparative degree. For example, clever, cleverer. In that case, we can also say more clever or cleverer. Each of them are correct. And for superlative degree, we can say he's the smartest person in the room. But not we can say that he's the most smart person in the room. We can instead use the intelligent and say he's the most intelligent staff among his other cooperative workers, among his other colleagues at his job. So, as I have already mentioned, adjectives play an important role. We cannot ignore the role of adjectives.
Okay, in types of parts of speech in a sentence, what kind of role plays adjectives?
in parts of speech, adjectives mainly serve as a qualifier of noun. For example, as I have already said, let's take the word
Can you count them? Subject.
subject, and also they can play a role as an object in a sentence. Let's first give an example for the subject, for its role as a subject. Beauty is the being beautiful is the common framework people put to give you higher quality, to give you a certain certain judgment. For its object as a for its role as an object, although he was late for his work, he was not removed from he was not fired by his manager director.
Rahmat, keyingi savolda
Keyingi savol muloqot nima? Demak, muloqot haqida so'raldi. Keyingi savolda muloqot biz hammamiz bilganimizdek, muloqot o'sha bu insonlarni bir-biri bilan aloqa qilish uchun eng kerak bo'lgan vositalardan bittasi. Muloqot orqali insonlar bir-biriga xabar yetkazadi va insonlar bir-biri bilan yaqinlashadi yokida bir-biri bilan gaplashish orqali, muloqot orqali do'stlar orttiriladi. Muloqotning yana bir qancha muhim rollari mavjud. Bu ba'zi bir ya'ni mukammal sohalarda misol uchun o'qituvchilikda bo'lsin, ustoz, ya'ni ustozni o'z o'quvchilari bilan to'g'ridan to'g'ri muloqot qilish orqali darsda unumdorlik bo'ladi va undan boshqa yana bir qancha kasblarda ham muloqot o'z rolini o'ynaydi. Ya'ni injenerlik sohasida bo'lsin yokida bank sohasida ishlayotgan odamlar uchun bo'lsin yokida
o'quvchi bilan o'quvchi o'rtasida to'g'ri va samarali muloqotni yo'lga qo'yishni qanday usullari, tartibi mavjud? Nima qilmaslik kerak, nimani bajarsa to'g'ri bo'ladi?
Men o'zim fikrim shunaqaki, o'qituvchi o'z o'quvchilari bilan muloqot qilganda ularni birinchi o'rinda fikrini inobatga olishi zarur va fikrni inobatga olgan holda ularga tegishli maqtovlarni aytishi ham shu foydali bo'ladi deb o'ylayman. Va yana o'quvchi xato qilgan paytida, misol uchun darsda biror bir mavzuni tushunmagan paytida o'qituvchi darrov o'quvchiga past ya'ni quyi baho bermasdan uni rivojlantirishga, xatosini ustida ishlab, birgalikda shu o'quvchini mavzuni mustahkam egallab olishiga yordam berish kerak deb o'ylayman.
O'quvchiga, talabaga feedback berishga haqqi bormi? Feedback deganda nimani tushunasiz?
Feedback o'z inglizcha so'z bo'lib, bu fikr degan ma'noni bildiradi. Ya'ni bir insonni yana bir insonga ma'lum bir xatti-harakati yokida boshqa bir jihatlari uchun beradigan fikri hisoblanadi. Siz aytgan misolda, demak, o'quvchining o'qituvchiga beradigan feedbacki, ya'ni o'sha fikri berilishi to'g'rimi, ya'ni joizmi degan savolga men to'g'ri deb javob beraman. Chunki fikr, ya'ni fikr olish yoshni tanlamaydi. Ya'ni inson o'zidan yosh bo'lgan odamdan ham ancha ko'p narsani o'rgansa bo'ladi. Ya'ni fikrini eshitish orqali o'ziga ko'p ma'lumotlar oladi va o'zidagi xatolarni ham shu orqali bilib boradi.
O'quvchini, talabani bergan javobiga o'qituvchi feedback berish kerak deydi. Nima qanday bo'ladi u?
Birinchidan o'qituvchi, ya'ni o'quvchining qanday feedback bergani, ya'ni qanday fikr berganiga bog'liq bo'lgan holda baho qo'yadi. Bu baholash mezoni, kriteriyasi, ya'ni har xil bo'lishi mumkin. Berilgan javobga qarab, misol uchun, agar o'quvchi dars mavzusi yuzasidan savol beradigan bo'lsa, hozirgi zamon, present simple in English, ingliz tilidagi hozirgi zamonning grammatikasi haqida so'rasa o'qituvchi buni gapda misollar orqali tushuntirishi mumkin yokida shu zamonning, ya'ni fe'lning shu zamonini struktura orqali tushuntirish ham mumkin. Va o'quvchini o'ziga misol berib, mashq qildirish orqali shu zamonni unga yaxshiroq o'qitish imkoniyatiga ega bo'ladi.
Feedback bu konstruktiv yo'nalish degani, ya'ni o'quvchi talaba javob berayotganda javobning ichida qanday xato kamchiliklarga yo'l qo'ysa, unga do'stona uni kamsitmagan holda yo'nalish berib, xatosini to'g'rilash kerak. Yo'nalish berish kerak, feedback berish kerak deb tushunish mumkin ekan. Rahmat, keyingi savol marhamat.
What jobs require staff to get in touch with many people? So I think that the jobs, for instance, teaching, as I have mentioned, engineering, volunteering, bank workers, nursing, doctors, security workers, even being a police officer, require the employee to get in touch with with many people. Like in the example of teaching, specifically teaching English in the field of philology and pedagogy, and teacher has to establish a strong relationship with his or her student. First, I think this is the most important step, and after establishing a strong relationship with their students, he or she can ask their name to get familiar with them, and he or she can introduce himself or herself to the students. And after that, the teacher can establish a certain rule within the classroom. That can be not talking over the teacher, and also listening attentively during the lesson, and being responsible with doing the homework, and not being shy of asking questions, any questions that might arise out of incomprehension related to the topic. And I can say from my own experience that apart from teaching, I also used to work for a short amount of period as a salesperson. I used to work as a salesperson in menswear, where I had to communicate, get in touch with customers and clients, and I had to tell them the price of each product, whether it's if they are looking for T-shirt, if they are looking for jackets. I had to moreover communicate with them directly and know their needs openly, and depending on that, I could know, and I could sell so many products within the within the boutique.
İngilizce biliyor musun? İngilizce. So what do you think in terms of uniform? Should students wear uniform?
I'm definitely I definitely agree with this opinion. I think that the students should wear a uniform, whether it's in the high secondary education or the higher educations as well, because first of all, it prevents the discrimination of students. In the case that if the students were to wear all the students were to wear uniform, their counterparts, their peers, will not have an opportunity to discriminate them, and also it would be good for the students who have some financial instability within their family. Regarding all that factors, I think that the government should establish a rule for students to wear a certain uniform if they were to study in universities or higher or secondary education.
Thank you. What is the difference between teaching in an academic classroom and other educational institution?
The obvious difference between the teaching in a lyceum and in a higher education, as I have graduated from my own experience, I can say that in the university that I graduated, which is the World International Languages of the World International Languages of University of Uzbekistan, the teachers had to have at least some degree in teaching English language, whether it's a certificate language certificate, IELTS International English Language Testing System, or CFR, Common European Framework of Reference. Each one of them, the teachers had to own either one of them, and apart from that, the teachers did have more responsibility, as they also did lots of paperwork aside from their teaching process, whereas in the lyceum, I think it's much easier, not easy, but compared to teaching in the university, it's much easier because the teachers can work as a part-time while working at a lyceum, while in university they don't have this opportunity. whether they can work as a full-time worker or they cannot work in this job. But thankfully, in a lyceum education, employees are guaranteed to work as a part-time workers and get their desired salary. And this also creates a lot of opportunity for us as a workers, employees, meaning we can also develop our teaching skills while also being comfortable doing our own things.
Rahmat. Demek, siz pedagog tecrübesi var mı? Çalıştıklar mısınız?
Praktika oyi bo'lganda universitet ta'lim olish paytida praktika oyida shu kelib o'qitish bo'lgan, kelib o'qitish va o'qituvchilarni dars berish jarayonini kuzatishda qatnashganman faol. Va undan tashqari hozir individual dars beraman ingliz tilidan. Ya'ni shu beginner bosqichdagi o'quvchiga, bundan tashqari shuni ayta olamanki, IELTS va TOEFL yo'nalishida ham dars bera olish imkoniyatiga egaman. Har bir qismni, modulni.
Sertifikatingiz ne derecede?
TOEFL sertifikatini shu yil yanvar oyida oldim. C1 sertifikat, C1 darajada. IELTS sertifikatini hali topshirmaganman. Kelasi yillarda nasib bo'lsa topshiraman.
Siz guruhlarga ham dars o'tib olasizmi?
Qo'ldan kelgancha harakat qilaman ularga dars o'tishga. Rus tilida tajribam yetarli. Ya'ni zo'r bilmasam ham, lekin shu tushuna olish darajasida va muloqot qilish darajasida bilaman.
Savolimiz bor ekan.
Nima o'ylaysiz? Hozir o'quvchilarni formasi haqida gaplashdik, kiyish kerak litseyda dedik. Shu bizani inglizlarni sal og'riq qo'ydi bu ta'sir. Westminster borsak, formasi deydi mazah qilib yo'liga. Bu yoqda forma kiysin dedingiz. Bolalar kiysa yaxshi bo'ladi dedingiz. O'qituvchilarchi? Kiysin deb o'ylaysiz.
Albatta, bu zarur deb o'ylayman. Ya'ni o'qituvchilar ham bir xil, ya'ni shu gap xalqimizda maqol borki, shu boshliq, ya'ni boshliq qanday bo'lsa, uni ishchilari ham shunga o'xshash bo'ladi. Ya'ni birinchi taassurot, o'quvchilarga bo'lgan taassurot bu birinchi o'qituvchidan boshlanadi, ya'ni muallim, dars beruvchidan boshlanadi. Agar muallim beruvchi o'zini ko'rsatish darajasi yuqori bo'lsa va ma'lum bir qoidalarga amal qilsa, mas'uliyatni o'z bo'yniga olsa, o'quvchilar ham o'qishga bo'lgan salohiyatini kuchaytiradi va qiziqish ham ortadi.
O'zida forma bo'lmasa, o'quvchilar ham
Ya'ni talab qilishga imkoniyat bo'lmaydi, chunki ya'ni o'quvchilarda sabab bo'ladi bu forma kiymaslikka. Ya'ni butun jarayon, ya'ni darsdan tashqari unumdorlik bo'lishi uchun o'qituvchi ma'lum bir formada belgilangan vaqtda dars o'tishga kelishi kerak bo'ladi.
Savollar yo'qmi? Rahmat. Hurmatli nomzodlar, komissiya tomonidan qo'yilgan ballarning umumiy natijasini sizlarga o'qib eshittiramiz. Pardaboyeva Diyora 109 ball bilan 72,6% natija. Hojiboyeva Sadulla 110 ball bilan 73,3% natijani qayd etdi. Yusupova Mahmuda 82 ball bilan 54,6% natija qayd etildi. Demakki, Pardayeva Diyora hamda Hojiboyev Saydullalarni suhbat bosqichidan muvaffaqiyatli o'tganlar bilan tabriklaymiz. Yusupova Mahmudani keyingi tanlovlarda ishtirok etish huquqingiz bor. Keyingi faoliyatingizga omad tilaymiz. Rahmat.
India.
Коррелирует